So you got a master's degree in
Yeah.
project management.
Yeah.
Were you always a serious student? Was there a turning point where you decided, hey, I'm really going to go after this and get a master's degree?
No, I mean, honestly, it's why I chose to get a master's degree is pretty silly, to be honest with
Why?
you. So when I graduated college, my wife went to law school, or not my wife at the time, it was my girlfriend, now wife, mother of my children. But she went to law school, and that first year she was in law school, I just snowboarded every day, and I worked like a Caribbean restaurant. But I hung out with lawyers all the time, like I was just like snowboarding and drinking with like all these lawyers. So that was just, I kind of was like, felt, I was like, I feel like I'm not doing anything in my life. Like these guys are all going to be attorneys, and I was like, I'm going to be a lawyer. And I started telling them that, and they're like, don't. Like they're just like, dude, don't. Like, and so it's funny enough, my sister-in-law, she, her and her father got master's degrees from this school in Vermont where my wife was in law school. And I was like telling her about how I felt, and she was like, you should do like this, the school me and my dad went to, they do this online master's degree now. And I was like, oh, that's sweet, that sounds cool. Like I can still work and like do my thing, like snowboard and do activities and like just do it online. And it's so funny because like that's why I did it, because I literally felt weird being around lawyers and like not like, I was like, yeah, like I work at a Caribbean restaurant and like I have 100 days a season, and what's crazy is that I remember getting judged like for like certain friends and family were like, oh, like online masters in project management, and like best decision I ever made, that's all I do now. And the same thing when I started the agency. Like, like I think both my mom and my mother-in-law are like, it was like with a group of family, and they all kind of like, snickered. They were like, oh, you're going to start a cannabis marketing agency. And it was like right when I was about to get married, because the job I had, it was like a month before my wedding, I was planning on getting a full-time salary and health benefits from this cannabis contract manufacturer in California. And something happened with the owners, and they were just like, yeah, dude, like we can't do this for you anymore. And that's how PufCreativ started. So it was like a month before I got married. I was like, yeah, I'm starting a cannabis marketing agency. And so yeah, like both times that I was kind of like, I felt like laughed at for like a decision I made, it's like those were the best two decisions I've made. So it's kind of funny how that works.
And so, I mean, because the master's degree was online, so you had to have this structure of dealing with people remotely, dealing with projects remotely. Yeah. And that's literally what you do right now. It's
literally all I do. It's it. Yeah, I set up all the original project management systems for my team. It's one of the most important. Keeping things on time, within budget, and the quality still there, and the client happy. That's it. That's all I do. So and it's really cool because during my project management, education, most of the teachers and most of the curriculum was based off like NASA and like really high level like architectural projects and like science. It was just like really deep project management, and I remember thinking at the time like, man, this stuff's so cool, but I don't know how I'd actually like really apply this. And now, like when I like where we're at with project management and how deep we track everything, I'm like, wow, this is crazy. Like these are the things I questioned when I was like going through that degree, and it's like here I am like as dialed in as these guys were with like these NASA projects that we were learning about.
Nice. So, yeah. And I feel like a lot of times, especially online, you hear about people saying, oh, college isn't worth it from entrepreneurs, or oh, that's dumb or a waste of money. But it sounds like it was really worth it for you and literally helped create your business.
Yeah, I feel like that statement that people make about college, I think it's dependent on like the person. So like I feel some people, from a really young age, it's just like, yo, that's what I'm gonna do, and that's the path they choose. And so like getting dialed in with college and that path early on makes sense. Other people like myself, I like jack of all trades, like master of none, or whatever that saying is. And so, I feel like I needed to, like my bachelor's degree, was my college experience worth it? And did I learn a lot in a lot of the classes I took? Yeah. But my master's degree was what really was relevant to like where I'm at now. Okay. I don't know if everyone else can say the same thing. That's what's interesting. Like, I feel like I don't know if it was like luck or what, but I just happened to roll right into that. But, at the same time, it makes sense because like we're in 2025 and like so much is online. And even if I wasn't doing cannabis marketing, like, I could apply project management to really anything and you'd make a company more money because it'd work more efficiently and people would be happier.
Yeah.